I'm going to take you on a tour of Los Lagos Hotel Spa and Resort. Over to the right is a cold water pool. We'll look at that more closely later in this video. Take a short walk up these stairs to one of our first hot spring pools. As you can see, there's some nice shaded seating area there. This is a 3-tiered pool. The top layer to that right is the hottest, the middle layer being a medium heat. And we'll look real quickly over to the left is a different pool. That one is drained at the moment because they clean that thoroughly every morning. That one's neat. It has tables that are actually right in the pool. This is the lowest layer of that 3-tiered pool. The temperature of that is close to a lukewarm bath. As you can see, there's plenty of seating, whether you want to sit at a table, over at the bar, or just lay on one of those chairs. Next up is one of the larger hot spring pools. This one comes with 6 spa chairs. You can lay out in the sun in those or turn the jets on, whatever you desire. There's also some seating over there on the left and along the wall. And then coming up is my favorite, these 3 private cove-like areas, each with 2 spa chairs and jets. The one on the far right is cooler, and then the middle one is moderate temperature, and the one on the far left is pretty hot. Now I like the heat, but could only stay in that one for about 10 minutes before it got a little too hot. It was pretty neat at night too because they all light up. Next up, we're going to go to these hidden pools. There's 3 little areas in this. The one on the left was rather cold. I didn't really go in that one. I don't enjoy the cold, but if that's what you like, that would be a good fit. The one in the middle was warm, and then the one on the far right was hot. We now come up to another pool that has a lot of individual coves. Each of those have jets in there, so you can kind of sit in there with some privacy. If you get too hot, and pop yourself up on that middle section and cool down and then go right back in. Nice little stream along the pathway here. And there's no filter on this video, so this is the colors of what these plants are while you're walking through. This pool coming up on the left is a 2-part pool. The left side, very, very hot. And the right side, cold. But what was nice is there is a little stairwell in the middle, so you could kind of jump from pool to pool, whether you get too hot or too cold. This building up ahead, I'm not really sure what it was. The whole time we were there, which was about a week and a half, it was not open. If you look into the far side of the pool, it has some seats, so I think that that door behind used to open up. I don't know if it was just closed because we were there. The pool was empty when I filmed this as they were cleaning it, but there's like a little area that you can lay down and stay cool. There's some bar stools inside the pool at the far left and then also at the far right. And that was also a heated pool. As you can see, there's lots of pathways through here. There's also shuttles that run throughout the resort. You can call them anytime. They'll pick you up at your room or at one of the little stops, or they can pick you up at the pools or lobby and bring you up to your room. Very convenient and free. The breakfast was amazing here. Fresh fruit, omelets made to order, fresh bread, bakery items, and so much more. That was also included in the cost. The cafe that's coming up had some amazing pizza and hamburgers. It had nachos. And there's some wildlife that just ran across. We saw a lot of that while here. We saw anteaters. Woke up to the howler monkeys, listening to them from our balcony in our room. Just a really nice area with lots to do and see. We're coming down along the side of the pool that we were at earlier, just to get a different view. And even on the nights that this was super busy, it never felt crowded because there's so many different pools and areas for people to hang out with or in, that there was plenty of room for all. I'm going to show you the cafe area that I was talking about earlier. This has pizza, hamburgers, nachos. A lot of times they had soccer games going on and there's screen TVs. There's some seating area inside as well around the back, and there's also bar stools that are in the pool and some tables. Unfortunately, you can't bring food in the pool, which makes sense, but you can bring your drinks in there. You can also have them charge it to your room so that you don't have to worry about bringing credit card or cash down to the pool area or cafe. We're coming upon those cold water pools. This is the bigger of the two. It has a nice bridge there and some waterfalls. It is pretty cool. It's like a typical pool. Up there is a smaller one, and there's the little kid water slide. Around the other side of this is the bigger water slide that adults can enjoy. Now we'll bring you around the other side of the cafe, which leads you to the bridge and some pretty cool looking fish. Up along the other side, I don't have a picture of it, is the locker room. They have free lockers there. You just need to put a code in. When you arrive at the resort, they'll give you some laminated cards, one for each person. That is for your pool towels. So you just bring those cards up with you and get a towel. Then when you return your towel to the desk, they'll give you the card back. There's some nice showers and changing rooms in there, along with bathrooms that were clean the entire time we were there, even on nights that it was busy. And up to the left right here is a store that has some souvenirs and other supplies you might need while you're at the resort. We're going to take a little walk down one of these many pathways. This one's located behind the main dining area / lobby. This resort is massive. There are so many things to see. As you can see, the plant life is very vibrant. We did go during rainy season, so it rained every day, but it really didn't put a damper on our plants. It is the rainforest, so it's gonna rain. I do suggest to take a walk up to the observatory while you're there. I do want to let you know, though, that the resort shuttles will not take you to the top. If you have a private vehicle, I suggest to take that. If not, you'll have to walk to the top. It's probably a half an hour one way, and it is pretty steep, but doable. When we got to the top both times, unfortunately, it was not a clear day, so we could not see the volcano, but I heard the view is amazing. We were able to see the volcano from the bottom a couple of the days where it wasn't raining, and that view I can't even put into words. It's just spectacular. But so much to do and see, as you can see along this path. Some seating there and some turtles down in that pond that you'll see in a moment. Just totally worth taking a day's walk around this resort grounds. Another great thing about Los Lagos Resort was its location. It was really close to downtown La Fortuna and close to all the activities and excursions that we wanted to do. We chose to book all of our excursions and activities through Viator, our third-party site. I did that because we are not avid international travelers. I was a little anxious and weary to book through individuals because I wasn't sure who was legit and who was not. Viator was super easy. I just went on the app, searched what I wanted to do, and then was able to book that and reach out to the private companies through the Viator app. It had a 24-hour cancellation policy, and I felt good because it was vetted, and I was able to pay through the app as well. Of course, this is a personal choice. You could also book through the lobby of the resort itself, and you can reach out to the private tour companies and guides. Just make sure you do your due diligence and make sure that they're reputable companies before you do that. I also suggest to maybe join some social media groups to get out some more information. That's what I did. I did some Costa Rican beginners groups that helped me with more information about the country and what to expect. For transportation, we chose to do private transportation and Ubering. I was a little nervous about car rental from some of the stories I read. Some say they've had great experiences and others not so much. We hired a private transport from San Jose airport to La Fortuna and to Los Lagos, and they were amazing. We also booked them on the way back, and they took a different path so that we could see different scenery on the way back to the airport, which was great. We Ubered in town. It only cost about $4 USD each way to go in town and eat at some of the local sodas, which I also suggest to do that, and support some of those local areas and restaurants. They have tons of souvenir shops right down in La Fortuna in town. Just a lot of information about this resort. I highly recommend it. I have a website which I will post some more information and reviews on there, and also some of the activities that we chose to do and some of the companies that we went through. So I really hope you give this place a try and see what you think, and good luck, and I wish you best in all your travels. Thank you.